Hey everyone, it's Melissa here to plan in my classic happy planner. So this week I actually wanted to use the Teresa Be Happy box stickers, and I really wanted to do something with this tissue paper. So what I was thinking actually is I'm pretty sure that I've seen another planner babe do this, I just can't remember who, is I'm going to actually do a design along the middle here. And then I'm going to have the tissue paper just kind of running in the middle. I absolutely love this Teresa Be Happy box, and I tried to be really gentle and make sure that I didn't rip the tissue, although I think I did with one piece, yeah. So I'm going to use the other one, and then I'm going to stick the backing of it on this plain label paper, and I'm going to glue this label paper on. Let me just measure it. So 6 inches by 2.5. 6 plus 4.5 is 10.5. So I'm going to need 10.5 inches across by 2.5. So I'm just going to measure this out, and I'm going to mark where 2.5 is. Just lightly in pencil, and then I'm going to measure roughly 10.5. I know this ruler isn't going to reach, but that's okay. And then it was 4.5, right? Let me just remeasure. Yeah, that's 4.5. So 4.5 from here is right here. Okay, and then I'm going to just cut that out with some scissors. I might actually just draw a line just to make it really easy on me. The reason why I'm doing this on top of label paper is because I don't think that I'll be able to cut it or to put adhesive on this because it's so thin. And let me cut this out. Hopefully this works. Oh, I'm kind of sad there's no pink on it, but at the same time that might actually work in my favor. So I'm just gonna measure out 6 inches. I think I'm actually going to redo it just to make sure I get some of that pink. Thankfully, it's just right up on here, so if I just measure 2.5 along here, that'll be this, and then I can just do a straight line across. This time, I'm gonna mark where the 6 inches is so that I can draw a line along there too. And then I will draw a line on here. And I'm liking how there's pink in it now. That's not precise, but I feel like for the purposes, this will do just fine. Let me just smooth out some of these rough edges. Now, my plan is actually stick this on plain sticker paper, and then I'm going to, glue that sticker paper back onto the page. So let me just take one of these. This is huge. So going to line it up as best as I can. The reason why I'm doing it this way versus the just gluing is just because I'm trying to avoid bubbles like the one that's forming right now. That'll do. There's some wrinkles, but that's fine. Okay, let me just glue this portion on here. Now it's a little floppy because of the seam, but once I glue it on, I think it'll be fine. So it's gonna look like that. that went much better. I'm trying to make sure that I cut off my pencil lines. Okay. And then I am going to stick this guy on the back of it. And then I'll add these other 2 strips. And that's it. Now I can just chop off all of this excess, and I can glue this right onto my spread. And I'll be able to smooth this out after I glue it on. Just gonna take my Tombow mono adhesive. I don't think this should add too much bulk to my page. Making sure to go on all 4 sides just because I'm gonna need this to stay. I'm just going to offset it just a little bit. It's not right on, but I'm okay with that. I might cover up the edges with some washi anyway. Okay. This one is a little bit long, but still a bit short. Let me just get started. I'm really glad that I redid it and I added the pink. I feel like that's a good idea. So since this middle is kind of already decorative, I'm gonna have to keep the top portion to be a little bit more functional. Since this is kind of off, I think I'm going to add some washi right on top. Let me see the other washi that it came with. I might actually hide it in a different way. I really just want to hide the top portion, but I don't want to be too obvious about it. So I think I can kind of leave that open, but I'll cover these 2 up and then I'll try to do my best to cover up that as much as I can. I'm gonna use one of these washi strips. I think that this is the one that covers all 3 days. The gold one, even though this will be brutal to photograph. And I'm going to just stagger it a bit this way and just cover this up. And then I'm going to put another one in the bottom here just to even that out. And I think I'm going to use this gold floral washi. Really the main issue is the one on this side, so I feel like I can make that work. So I'm just trying to mix and match some of the florals a bit, which I don't really do. So I'm going to add this, even though that's already this type of floral. I'm going to add this one on Saturday and just kind of layer it above. I'm going to add a couple of box stickers. Want to work in some more of this pink. And then I will add a functional one above as well. These stickers feel really sticky actually. I'm gonna layer this over this washi. Okay. Like I said, I don't want to add any more quotes just because I feel like there's already so much, but I think I'm gonna work in just a couple of florals. I don't want to use them all up, but I feel like it would be so pretty to just have one here and then have one maybe over here. I'll just have this one. I might actually just cut it in half. And put this here. And then I am going to put this one under. I'm going to add this one right beside this guy. Maybe not. I'll just add one of these just right here. I like that. And I want to add some of these gold ones too, just to kind of, like I said, mix up the different types of florals. I think I'll add one just right here, and I'll add a smaller one peeking out from there. I like these soft, subtle touches. I'm going to add a couple of checklists. I just love these little half circles. I can never cut them right, so I just love how all of the work is done for me. So I think I'm going to add this somewhere here. Gonna add this here. I'm gonna add a checklist here and a checklist on Tuesday. Oh, these are really, really long. Okay, gonna have to trim the top and bottom of it just a little bit. I'm gonna have to cover up. You know what? I'm just gonna cut off one bullet point and then cover it up with a heading. I think that's the best thing I can do. And let me add a heading on top of that. I think that's what I'm gonna do instead with the one over there. I'll put this pink one with the floral and cover up another bullet point. Yeah. And I'm going to add another checklist up there. This time I'm gonna do a little bit better, and I'm going to cut off the rounded edges just because I feel like they should match. I'm gonna cut off one whole bullet point right at the edge, and then hopefully this will fit properly. And I'm gonna put this one above, and then I'll put just a tiny heading at the bottom, just so that there's no two headings on beside each other right there. Oh, I love this. So I'm gonna add this, and then I am going to add, let me add this, yes. Okay. And I am liking this. I feel like this area still needs a bit of a quote, something along Sunday. I'm just going to do that. There's a bunch of really pretty clear quotes. I've really been struggling lately with how I've been feeling, so I feel like I really need this quote right here that says "You are enough." And I'm going to put this little floral right here. And then I am going to just put a heading right up there. This noted. And I think I am done. Let me add, I know I just said I was done, but I'm going to just add a couple of more of these florals just because they're so pretty. Just gonna put one here. And then I'm going to add one coming out of here. Then I will do a small teeny tiny floral here, and then another one up here, and then yes, I think I'm gonna stop. I like this blush, gold and black. Terrible to photograph. I'm sure I'm gonna have a tough time, but I do really like this spread. Yes. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I truly do appreciate it. If you like this video, I hope you'll click like. If you have any questions, comments, feel free to leave them below. If you don't want to miss any of my videos, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching. I truly do appreciate it.